Hi, I'm Davine Butler and I'm here talking to Teron Clark about his success story in using the Immuno-gizer products. So Teron, tell us about your condition.
I was diagnosed in 2005 with a condition called rheumatoid arthritis, a disease that affects the joints in an individual's body, inflicting severe pains to my elbows, knees, fingers sometimes are inflamed with pain, sometimes swelling, and this impede me to walk and to do my daily chores. Even lifting something heavy, I could not. I usually got pains in the morning, in my shoulders, stiffness up until even in the middle of the day. The medications that I were on were sometimes useless, so I had to be taking more than I was instructed to take to ease the pain. In the cold times, I suffered severe pains because that is the time where the pain is more severe than any other time in the seasons of the year. I was at a point where I was using a stick for support because my knees were swollen to the point where I could not walk on my own, so I had to be balancing on a stick.
So I guess that even affected your job.
Right, because at a point I was not working because of the sickness. I could not, because I'm a dance tutor, you have to demonstrate the movements to the students, so I was not capable of doing that.
Okay. So how did you learn about the Immuno-gizer?
Well, first, to be truthful, I started it, but I was not consistent on it. But about 3 months ago, I was introduced to the doctor who made the supplement by a church sister, and that was the first time I met the person who came up with the idea. And so when I went there and I explained my difficulties and what I was going through, there I was directed on as to which one to use and how, and how to use it.
But you were using it, and then I guess basically didn't really know.
No,
there was a special
way
as
to
to
use.
How to
Right,
use it.
yes.
So how soon did you see results? Because you say you have been taking it how long now?
About 3 months now.
So how soon after taking it you noticed?
Within the 2 months, I started feeling different changes. I remembered in the mornings, I used to have stiffness in the joints, and I realized that gradually I was not experiencing stiffness and difficulties in the morning. I, for example, usually sleep in clothing that kept me warm, extra warm. I realized that I could now sleep in shorts. I could sleep without a marina or a shirt, which I could not do in the past. So from those observations, I realized that it was working. By me following the instruction that was given to me by the doctor.
So in comparison to Immuno-gizer and your medication, in that era, how have you seen any change financially?
I have seen change financially because I would be so dependent on the steroid and the painkiller that I had to get them. At one point, I could not fast when I was going to church because the pains were so immense. It made me so uncomfortable.
So even your spiritual life?
It really posed a problem.
Okay, in terms of, so it's only the area of pain. Is there any other area that you have seen any change?
In my skin, because the pigment of my skin, I've seen change because what the disease does is that it discolors the area where the joint is being affected, and I see where that discolorment is no longer there. So I'm seeing that also, and I feel within my well-being, I feel more confident. I feel more better as a person, energized as a person, and confident to market myself and to do well. And to better face persons, and it has boosted my self-esteem also.
So what is your recommendation?
Well, my recommendation is no doubt. I recommend it to every person, especially those persons who are suffering from a joint condition, whether it is RA, rheumatoid arthritis, or arthritis. I think it will help you tremendously, both financially and within your well-being as an individual for you to have a better health.
And in terms of work, how is that going?
It has been going well, because I was talking to a friend of mine and I've been explaining to her, and they were so happy for me because they know what I was going through.
Yeah.
And you know, they saw my ups and my downs and my struggle with the sickness. So I am really happy, and we're looking forward for the new school year.
Okay,
you know.
beautiful.
Yes.
So there you have it, Teron Clark giving us his story on the Immuno-gizer product.